Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor. Hey, this is the new one. Hey, well, look at the bay. Ooh, it's colder than it looks, by God. Not as cold as Eugene, though. Get well, honey. I'll come and see you tomorrow. Anyway, this is a 2024 24-6. What you can call this either 24-26. That's the idea of a 24. You can add the 2 feet with that offshore bracket. So when they restrict the bar, the 26 can go out, which, again, if you buy this 24, you can register it as a 26. But this is the new, brand new one, first one out. Ed Marine Tarhill down there made this one. What they did is made a lot sharper V in the entry. You can see it, how it comes up like this, and you can see on the side it kind of flares out and then goes back. The bottom seems like it's about the same, but that's probably a 55 degree up front just by looking at it. But these are well built, well constructed. You got your rub rails all the way, dual wipers. The top, the arch there is integrated into the sides, makes it a lot stiffer, no flexing that way, and it looks cool when the top's down. Low profile top, but you can still, a 6-foot person can stand up in that easy. Got the top sides backdrop, got the anchor guard, and again, real steep bow on it, and it still looks really good. You got the custom aluminum trailer with the 4 2x4 bunks with decking on it, with the little louvers on the top part, so you don't have to worry about carpet and all that good stuff, and it slides right off. You got the 2-speed Fulton, spare tire, the Fulton jack. I like that. Everything's aluminum, so you don't get that rust problem. Got the trailer brake on the tongue jack. Got the wheel lock right here. Added some brake fluid, 2-inch ball. Got cables instead of chain. I like the cables. They don't rust on you. You just got to watch them for cracking. If they crack, replace them, because then they're probably rusting from the inside out. Your round 7 tandem axle, brakes on all 4. You got the black inserts, aluminum polish outside. Aluminums are nice. You don't have to worry about them rusting out. You don't, like on the bunks, you don't have shackles, U-bolts and stuff to rust on you. Torsion axle, you don't have to worry about that. Disc brakes. Here's what they kind of changed. They've made a square stock ladder. Then they still have the reverse here, which is good. You have to have those. And this got a delta. It's a flat pad that goes up and then V's as the boat comes back. This looks like around a 20 degree in the rear. Got lifting strakes on the back. Same good old reverse. That's what keeps it stable. And I notice there's no trim tabs on this boat. I'll see how it handles, just because of the length, and they changed that front end. And you can kind of see it here in a way. It'll kind of come like this and it'll go out and up. So this is a new design. So, and that back there, I guess that'd be a good place to put a zinc bar, because it's right by your motor where all the, electricity is going to go back there instead of, hitting your motor. But then Yamaha's are stainless prop shaft, drive shafts, saltwater protected, internal zincs on all the internal. You got them on each cylinder on the block. You got zinc up underneath there. You got a zinc bar there, but some people like zinc, so you can put a bar there. It's no good for transducers, too close to that lower gear case. And this 300, you got probably a 4.2 gear case. They can withstand the stainless. Stainlesses are heavy, so I really recommend you can do them on the inline 200s. But I mean, I kind of like the aluminum in a way, because you don't get the vibration, but these don't flex. So I mean, you do get more out of the whole shot. But the only problem, if you do hit something, you're kind of screwed. I know they got a breakaway hub, but sometimes stuff can get there. And if these props here, you chip them. If you chip them, you got a gear case problem. Anyway, you got 2 coats of clear, 2 coats of primer, special paint. Same thing with the kicker. It's a 2-cylinder, so it's the same saltwater protection as that main. You got, this is a remote up front on a dual binnacle. You got your trim there. You got your hydraulic steering that looks like a U-flex. Yep, sure is. These are your bleeding valves. That's your motor stop, but I'd use a ram saver, but because some of these boats you couldn't get this the size of that cowling all the way up, it would hit. Okay, on these you got 2 pickups for water intake. The lower one, you can get a bullet, what I call them, that slips on the backside, and then you run your standard flusher up here, so run 2 at one time, because these take a lot of water if you're going to fire them up off of land. If you don't have the bullet one, you can use that flusher and then get some duct tape or something to tape that up real quick, and that keeps all the water going through that one. Freshwater flush, only use that when the motor is warm. If it cools off over 45 minutes, it ain't going to do you any good. Do not start the motor when you use that one, but if you wanted to run this one, plug that and then run another hose up to that, then you're getting water flow more than you would normally. Same thing with the Kier freshwater flush. That's your fish box drain 2024. Very nice. Bilge pump, automatic. Crab davit, the block they probably got back there, rear deck light, Garmin. Radar, I'll set that up for you, get all the alignment done. This one has got another one of those on the other side, so you can switch your crab davit whether you want it here or over there. Just take the pole out and fling it on over there. It's got the good bearings. A lot of them are going gear bath oil, but those there, I forgot if they're a 5-year or 10-year on those, that you don't have to worry about jamming the grease into them through a grease fitting. So they last quite a while. V-block for the trailer, so when you're running it up, the keel of that boat's going to ram into that, so it's kind of hard to screw up on loading this. They did modify the trailer, it looks like, a little bit. They put this brace from that V up to the front. They got the back support as well, so it's going to make that a lot stiffer. You got your little pad up there. They put the Garmin 51 or whatever they want to call that one now. They keep changing. It could be a 24. But anyway, the GPS antenna, and I'll set all the GPS up for you. Grab handles on the inside, and I'll go through the inside when I'm out there instead of just doing it here, because the water's about right. The tide's going out, but it's about slowing down a little bit. So rear entry door, gas fill, I put 50 gallons of Supreme in it. You don't have to, but I normally run non-ethanol and Supreme for our boats. So you want to make sure maybe the last tank you run through here, get some non-ethanol and run it through there that last time until you can get her down to a quarter tank. If you run the non-ethanol, then you can let it sit, but you still got to run the Startron. So I would, no matter what, run Startron. That's a fuel additive for ethanol fuel, keep it from getting algae and growth inside your tank and water. All right, we're gonna dip this in. Like I say, this is the very first one out, and I'm gonna test it and then give them a call and tell them what I thought. This is the Boat Doctor out. Beautiful boat.